Here to talk about a free service to get those tax returns completed is Cara Williams. Cara is the Director of Finance for Reinvestment Partners. Welcome, Cara, and thank you for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
Cara, Reinvestment Partners help to provide volunteer income tax assistance sites, right? Also known as VITA sites.
Yes.
Could you tell our viewers a little bit about your organization and what it is you do as a VITA site?
Yeah, well, Reinvestment Partners is a nonprofit organization, and we help to protect and promote community wealth. Our VITA site serves about 1,000 clients a year, helping them with tax questions and preparing their income tax returns for free.
Okay. Well, how do VITA sites actually help?
Well, they provide this service to anyone whose household income is less than $51,000 a year. The IRS certifies the people that are preparing the taxes. They are trained by the IRS and tested by them.
Tell us about who is actually eligible to get this kind of help with filing their tax returns and where the VITA sites usually located.
Well, VITA sites are usually located within community organizations. There are some within the law programs at North Carolina Central and at Duke University. Our VITA site is located at Northgate Mall. Traditionally, it's been at City Hall, at Durham County Social Services, and at Durham Public Schools Staff Development Center.
Now, what does your income level have to be?
$51,000 or less. It was $50,000 last year. Each year it inches up a little bit. This year it's $51,000 or less.
How is that determined?
It's household income, so it's your gross income for the household.
Okay. Now, I know your VITA site at Northgate recently opened, and tell our viewers a little bit about this site.
Well, this site we're very proud of. It's more of a commercial location. Our goal was to provide this service on a level competitive with any paid preparer that you might go to. So we're very fortunate to get the space at Northgate Mall. The mall is central to Durham, related by folks that fall in our income bracket, and so we're right there where folks already are. So it's a very good location for us this year.
That is great. That's good. Now, let's talk again about who is eligible and what sort of information they need to bring with them when they want to get their taxes done.
We do different levels of tax prep, but basically as long as you don't have a business where you have employees that you have to pay, if it's just W-2 income and that's from a job, a wage earner, or 1099 income, if you've made less than $51,000 or less, you actually don't have to be a U.S. citizen. We do prepare taxes for foreign nationals who fall in that bracket as well. Just basically not have very complicated returns that are very involved. We can serve you right there at the VITA site.
Okay, and what kind of information should they bring with them?
Anyone coming into a VITA site needs to have a valid Social Security number or I-10. They need to have a photo ID, a valid state-issued ID for the primaries on the tax return, and that Social Security number and I-10 we have to have for each person that's going to be listed on the return. Okay. And then they just need to bring in their tax documents, W-2s, 1099s, 1098s, any tax information document that they received in January.
Okay, and what if they have children and they want to get some kind of refund or credit for child care?
Well, there are some credits particular to families with children. Earned income credit, which you can get if you don't have children, but the credit is much less. And the child tax credit, we make sure when we do those tax returns that we are getting our tax filers every credit that they are eligible for, so that they don't miss anything. Each year, hundreds of thousands of dollars of earned income credit are left on the table just because people simply don't claim it at tax time. So we ensure that those credits are claimed if you're eligible for them.
So if they do, though, have a child care provider, do they need to bring any verification information about that?
Yes, we require the taxpayer ID number of the provider. Any daycare institution that you go to for daycare will issue you a statement that has their taxpayer ID number on it. And I think some people don't realize that if an individual provides child care services, they can use that individual Social Security number and the amount that they paid and still claim those dependent care credits on their tax return.
Wow, that's important information to have. I can imagine a lot of people who just do their taxes don't even think about that.
Right, I think the only person you can't use is one of your other kids.
Oh, so. Okay. That's important to know for sure.
Yes.
So on average then, what kind of savings can people expect if they get their tax returns prepared at a VitaSite?
The average tax prep fee is anywhere from $100 to $300. So that's a savings right off the bat. And then we also, once they're in our site, encourage them to think about putting some of their refund in their savings as well.
Well, I know another service that you offer is called the Ready, Set, Save Initiative. Talk a little bit about that.
Well, the CFPB, which is the newly formed Consumer Financial Protections Bureau, has a mandate through the Dodd-Frank bill to offer education assistance around savings. One of the easiest ways to do that is at tax time. Folks are going to be getting a lump sum refund, and to encourage them at that time to think about putting some of that money away and not touching it in their savings account is what they're trying to do. So they've been sending out information all across Durham. They picked 3 sites across the country to focus on, and our VitaSite is one of them. But as a result of us being chosen, all the VitaSites across Durham are benefiting from the information that they're pouring into the community about savings. And so as folks come in to get their taxes done, we're just kind of refreshing that message, reiterating about savings while they're there in the site, and we have the ability to split their refund and put some of that money in their savings account and some in their checking account.
Okay. Now, do people have to call ahead for an appointment? Or you just
They
walk
can.
in?
Some of our VitaSites are walk-in sites. Our VitaSite runs as an appointment and walk-in sites. So we primarily serve appointments, but we also help folks that just walk in. We just serve our appointments first. So it's best to make an appointment.
Okay. Now, if someone wants to visit the site for help, how do they go about doing that?
There are several ways. There's information on our website, which is nc-tac.com. They can also call in. The number is 919-286-1822, which is 1-TAC. We can assist them on the phone to help them set up an appointment. They can walk in and make an appointment, or they can actually log on to the website and make an appointment there. And they can make an appointment for our site, the one at North Carolina Central, or Duke's Freeman Center from that same spot.
Great, great. Now, you have shared a lot of important information today. If our viewers remember nothing else about VitaSites and getting their tax preparation done, what is it they should remember?
That they don't have to pay for this service. It is a valuable service that the IRS offers for free. And they can call that number and find out information about, they actually go to the IRS website and get information on VitaSites anywhere in the country.